Hey there, hello. Hey guys, how you doing? How are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, before I get into this video, which is not going to be long, I'm just asking y'all for one little favor. It only take 2 seconds, just 2 little seconds to take your little pretty little fingers and hit the like button and the subscribe button. That's all it takes, just 2 seconds, 2 tap. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. That's all I'm asking you guys. That's it. This is a brand new channel, okay? I have another channel somewhere that I talk about other stuff, all right? And so this is a brand new channel that I created, and I'm just asking you guys to just like and subscribe the content here, all right? Okay, so let me not, ramble on. Let me just get into what I want to talk about today. So the reason I'm doing this video today, right, which I'm going to show you guys. Whenever I see, for those of you guys who know me, you guys know who I am. You know, if you don't know who I am, as I mentioned before in this channel, I was born and raised in the Caribbean, in Jamaica. Okay, yes, I'm Jamaican. So the reason I'm doing this video today is because whenever I see one of my fellow Jamaican folks doing some buck dancing and bootlicking and ring around a rosy, I just have to call it out. I really do. I would be doing myself and my community a disservice if I don't call out our brothers and sisters who are suffering from the Stockholm Syndrome. You know, our brothers and sisters from the Caribbean, right? I just have to call it out. I really just have to call it out. I would be doing myself a disservice if I don't call out my fellow Jamaicans suffering from the Stockholm Syndrome, who just run around all day, buck dancing and kissing masses' ass, okay? So with that being said, that's the reason I'm doing this video today. I just have to call out our brothers and sisters, man, that are just I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now, the video I'm about to share with you guys, if you haven't seen this, you've been living under a rock, okay? Especially if you live in America. Everybody has seen this, but I'm getting somewhere with it. I'm getting somewhere with it. So I'm just going to show you a little clip, and then we're going to get into what I want to talk to you guys about, all right? Just bear with me. All right, just bear with me, guys. Okay, so here we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So those of you guys, you probably have y'all have already seen this, but I'm just gonna share the screen, and then I'm gonna have something to say about it.
This is true. I'm not going to use any names, but I was away and I came back, and she told me she had been raped, but she handled the situation of the rape in the most extraordinary way. But my immediate reaction was, I asked, did she know who it was? No. What color were they?
All right, so for those of you who don't know, this is your favorite white supremacist actor, Liam Neeson. And this is him talking about how he have a so-called friend who was raped by a black man, and he went out with a weapon looking for any black man to kill. That's pretty much the gist of his explanation here. Let me just play it again.
She said it was a black person. I went up and down areas with a cosh, hoping I'd be approached by somebody. I'm ashamed to say that. And I did it for maybe a week, hoping some black would come out of a pub and have a go at me about something, so that I could kill him.
And there you have it. So this dude right here, this white supremacist actor, Liam Neeson, said some white woman told him that she was raped, and he asked her what's the color of the person, and she said he's a black guy. And this dude right here said he went out for an entire week with a weapon looking for just any black man to kill. That's what he said right here. He said so that I could kill him, right? So let's just take a step back for a second and take a step back in history for a second. So a white woman claimed that she was raped by a black man, right? Let's just take a moment to take a couple step back in history for a second here. From what we know about white women and rape, right? We know that white women, since the dawn of time, has been lying on brothers and saying that brothers have raped them, claiming that they've been raped by black men, right? Let me not remind everyone of poor little Emmett Till, okay? Let me not remind everyone of our poor little brother Emmett Till, and to this day, the white woman who lied on that little brother, she gets to walk free, right? She gets to walk free, and she passed away, I believe, a few years ago after she confessed that she lied, right? Let's not forget that back in slavery time on them plantation, okay, back on those plantation, when the slave master's wife wanted to have sex with one of the male slave, and he would refuse her advances, her sexual advances, what did she do? She runs and she goes and tell her husband that our ancestor, our male ancestor, try to rape her, right? Okay. Let's not forget down in Rosewood, the Rosewood massacre down there in Florida. Let's not forget that all started with the white woman who claimed that she was raped by a brother, okay, who lied and said she was raped. Let me tell y'all something. When it comes to white women and claiming rape against our brothers, I don't believe one iota. I don't believe any of it shit. We don't even know who this white woman is and whether she was even telling the truth. How do we know that she didn't have some brothers up in her house, and the husband comes home and caught the brother in the house, and she just cried rape? How do we know? When it comes to white women and rape and their little rape story, I don't believe it one shit. I don't. I do not. White women cannot be trusted when it comes to allegation of rape with our brothers, okay? Because we know that white women have a history of lying when it comes to our brothers and accusing them of rape, okay? Let's not even go there, okay? So not only that, this white supremacy actor here, Liam Neeson, claimed that after he was told that his friend was raped by a black man, right? He went out with a weapon, right? And tried to find any black man to kill, not just the black, he didn't even know who he was. He didn't even know who this black man was that raped his friend, right? So he went out trying to look for so it could have been your father. It could have been my brother. It could have been my husband. It could have been, my male cousin. It could have been one of your male family member. God forbid he would have bumped into this Liam Neeson guy. Okay, God forbid he by accident, he could have stepped on this dude's toe by accident. He could have spilled a drink on this dude by accident, and this dude, God forbid, our brother would have gotten killed. Just the fact that he probably bumped into him by accident. So this guy went out deliberately looking to kill a black man, right? So God forbid a black man just bumped into him by accident, step on his toe by accident. He would have gotten. And how do we know? How do we know that he didn't kill a black man? How do we know that? I mean, he's on tape telling a story, but we really don't know if Liam Neeson actually killed a black man. If he had the guts to come out and say he looked for a black man to kill, how do we know if that's all the story? If that's the whole story, how do we know he didn't actually kill a black man? How do we know? How do we know? And do we actually believe that he only went out for 7 days? Right? That's what he says. He went out for a whole week, and after a week, he gained some conscience, and then he stopped. Really? Who are you fooling? Who are you fooling, Neeson, whatever the hell your name is? Who are you fooling? You want us to believe that your conscience, that you just become somehow unconscious for 7 days, didn't know what you were doing for 7 days, right? And then after 7 days, your good conscience just came back, and you came back to your true self, and you realized that you were doing something wrong. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? Let's play this. Let's see what he has to say.
And it took me a week, maybe a week and a half to kind of go for that. She said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm just going out for a walk, you know." "What's wrong?" "No, nothing's wrong. Fine." It was horrible when I think back, but I did that. And I've never admitted that, dude. I'm saying it to a journalist. God forbid. It's awful. But I did learn a lesson from it when I eventually thought, you know. And I come from...
Okay. So number one, we are to believe, first of all, we don't want to hear what society you come from. We don't want to know what society you come from, because y'all come from the same goddamn society, and that's white supremacy society. Okay, so you don't have to explain to us what society you come from, Neeson. We all know what society you come from. White supremacy, that's where you come from. Okay, we're supposed to sit here and believe that you only walk around for 7 days after learning that your good friend got raped by a black man. You were so pissed off, so angry, that you were ready to kill. And that only lasted for 7 days. Really? You really want us to believe that that whole emotion and the anger only lasted for 7 days? Who are you kidding? But anyway, now let me just show you guys something else. We're going to get into this. We're going to get into this. This is the reason I want to talk about this. Okay, so let me show you guys. You guys, does anybody know who this dude is right here? This guy that we're looking at right here. Take a good look at him. Take a good look at that KOON smile right there. That bright KOON smile. You see that? You see that big, bright KOON smile? Okay, let me get into who this dude is. This is John Barnes. That's who he is. John Barnes. Okay, and John Barnes is a well, he was a professional footballer, and he also was a manager of some big team. I don't know what team, and I don't care. Okay, some big football team somewhere. He used to manage. Okay, so he's a professional footballer and manager. Currently, he's a commentator on ESPN and Super Sports. Okay, for those of you brothers who watch ESPN and Super Sport, you guys know who this dude is right here. You guys know my husband watch ESPN sometimes. He probably know who this guy is. If you watch ESPN, you would know who he is. Okay, but his name is John Barnes. John Barnes was born and initially raised in Jamaica. Okay, this is we're looking at his little bio here on Wikipedia. All right, so he was born and initially raised in Jamaica. All right, so his parents, I believe so his mom was Jamaican. The father is also from the Caribbean, but he was from Trinidad and Tobago, and I believe he migrated to Jamaica back in the days. So both his parents met in Jamaica. And so John was born and somewhat raised in Jamaica. The family left Jamaica and went to England when John was 12 years old. Okay, he was 12 years old. And boy, he could not wait to get to England, because whoo-wee, that whole coonery just came out of him. It just came out of him. Just came out of him. So that was just a little background of who this dude is. He's a professional footballer and manager and whatever. He's currently working on for ESPN and Super Sports. All right. That's his name, John Barnes. Okay, so we're going to take a look at John Barnes. You know, a little bit more into his background, who he's married to, and so on and so forth. All right, so let's see here. So, nope, that's not it. Wrong page, wrong page. Here we go. All right, so this is John Barnes here with his beautiful wife and two children. Right now, I gotta say this. I really gotta say this. You know, I've seen a lot of mixed couples, and I see a lot of mixed babies, and I gotta say this. You know, the black gene is strong. The black gene is strong. I mean, unless this brother here have some very weak gene, there's no way these are his children. These clearly pale children. There's no way these children can be his children. I don't know, man. I think Becky was doing something on the side. I really do, because there's no way they claim that this man have about 7 children. Okay, they claim these are his children. This is what they're claiming. All right. These are the children he have with this Becky over here, and as we could see, I don't know. I just don't know about that. You know, so that's him right there, smiling with the beautiful wife. Okay, yep, that's him. But yeah, and down here, that's him in sports and whatever. And he was on that show called Dancing with the Stars or some. Yeah, I don't know if that show is still on television, but I believe, yeah, he was on Dancing with the Stars at some point. But yeah, that's a little, you know, there's a little background into who this guy is, and that's his beautiful little family there. You know, in Jamaica, we would say these kids here are jacket. Okay, if you're a Jamaican and you're watching this, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. Them two pitney there jacket, me I tell you, pure jacket right there, sir. You see, them there, I don't feel pitney them that. Those are not his goddamn kids. Okay, Becky was doing something on the side. I guarantee you, because those are not his kids. Black man genes are strong. All right. Black man genes are very strong. There's no way these are his kids. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. Okay. So now we're going to go to Mr. John Barnes and how he feel and, you know, what he thinks. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. There we go.
Was this somebody being incredibly candid about an awful moment in their life, or is this beyond the pale?
Well, first of all, I just want you to give me a few minutes, because I believe that Liam Neeson deserves a medal, and I'll tell you why.
In case you guys missed that, let me explain what he just said. Because, you know, a lot of our people, a lot of Jamaican people, when they get the opportunity to go abroad, you know, go to England or wherever, sometimes they tend to mix the English with the patois. As those of you guys know, the dialect that we speak in Jamaica is called patois. And a lot of the times you will find that Jamaican will mix the English with the patois, and sometimes it's kind of hard for you to understand what they're saying. You know, but in case you missed that, he just said that Liam Neeson deserved a medal. That's what he said. Let me rewind again.
The pale.
Well, first of all, I just want you to give me a few minutes, because I believe that Liam Neeson deserves a medal, and I'll tell you why. Liam Neeson, I've listened to the whole transcript. Liam Neeson was talking about his film Revenge, and he's talking about revenge doesn't do anyone any good. He mentions the fact that being brought up in Northern Ireland, he understands how destructive that can be. He went on to tell a story of a situation whereby a friend of his had been raped. Now, if you listen to everything he's talking about in the moment, and you can't blame Liam Neeson for thinking what he feels, because this is what, and this is a while ago, this is what society has shown him that black people do, Muslims do. This is what society has wrongly shown him. This is what the media have wrongly portrayed to him. So in that moment, he said for a week, he was going around looking to kill a black person or a black, and he did that in quotation marks. Now, what he actually went on to say is that he was ashamed and horrified by the way he felt. Yes? He's not ashamed and horrified and wanted to commit the act of revenge. He's ashamed and horrified because that is what he thought about all black people. After a week, he realized he was wrong. That is what he said. I'm ashamed and horrified of the way I felt.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at here is you're looking at a fellow Jamaican brother defending his master. What you're looking at here is a fellow Jamaican brother who is suffering from the Stockholm syndrome, right? For those of you who saw that movie, Django, you saw Samuel Jackson in that movie. The character that Sam Jackson played in that movie, the character that he portrayed in that movie. This is what we're looking at in front of us here, brothers and sisters. We are looking at a slave suffering from the Stockholm syndrome and will do and say anything to protect master. That's what we're looking at here. Let's continue. Let's take a look.
Now, depending on how you want to spin this story, now it's about he was going to kill a black person.
Well, we want to ventilate.
That is not what
I say we want to
not what I got from that.
think about it. We don't want to spin it.
I beg your pardon?
I say we don't want to spin it. We want to think about it and ventilate it. It's an important subject.
No. It's been spun. It's been spun because if you want to think about what he's actually saying, the context, which is why he then said to the lady, in his voice, I've got a particular set of skills if you don't report this in the way that it is meant. Now we're talking about, and he's threatened to kill the woman. What he's actually saying is that he's horrified and ashamed of the way he felt. He went on to say that. That is exactly what he went on to say, which meant that he was ashamed of the way he felt, but you cannot blame him for thinking that, because I said earlier with the whole Raheem Sterling talking about the influence the media has, you cannot blame people for thinking Muslims, because of Muslim grooming gangs, Jamaican yardie gangs, then look at Muslims and Jamaicans in a negative light. And he's admitting that that is the way he viewed it. So for this one black person who raped this woman, he then looked at it from the perspective of all black people are racist. Now, what he's actually saying is that this is what I thought, this is what I saw, and I am ashamed and horrified. And after a week, I said to myself, what am I doing? That is the reality behind it. As much as people are now jumping on this bandwagon of how terrible it is, what he's done, he's come out and he's told the truth. Now, the big problem we have is when people are afraid to admit the way they actually feel, everybody's now going to say, oh, if he had said, I have more respect for him now than had he come out and said, I viewed all black people as equal, I just view everybody as equal. What he said was,
you know what? I'm getting a headache. So ladies and gentlemen, what we are witnessing here is a slave defending his master at all cost. At all cost. Liam Neeson doesn't need anybody to explain for him, to defend him. He's a grown man. He's a rich grown white man. That rich white man don't need some plantation Negro defending him. But unfortunately, our brother here, Mr. John Barnes, is suffering from the Stockholm syndrome. And so he's going to protect master at all costs, at all costs. Let me tell you something. Our brothers from the Caribbean, our Jamaican brothers, I don't know what it is that happened between 20s and 30s and even the 60s. I don't know what happened between then and now. You know, our brothers used to have the Marcus Garvey spirit, the Paul Bogle spirit, the Sam Sharp spirit. For those of you who don't know who these names that I'm mentioning, these are our national heroes in Jamaica. These were brothers who were warriors in Jamaica, okay, who rebel and fought against the slave masters. We have even a woman, Nanny of the Maroon. Just go to Google and Google Nanny of the Maroon, Nanny of the Maroons, okay? I mean, this sister was a warrior, all right? What happened to the warrior spirit in our brothers? Where did this KOON ass spirit come from? Where did this bootlicking, buck dancing KOON spirit come from? Where? When did we lose that Paul Bogle spirit? I mean, Paul Bogle died a warrior. That man died a warrior. Where is Marcus Garvey's spirit? Where is Sam Sharp's spirit? Where's it? Listen, I like to consider myself a Nanny of the Maroon type of girl, okay? I like to think that I have Nanny of the Maroon spirit, okay? Because I cannot see myself suffering from the Stockholm syndrome. I don't suffer from the Stockholm syndrome. I used to, back in the days when I was a teenager. I used to, but I thank God for waking my ass up. And so I no longer suffer from the Stockholm syndrome. And I would just love for my brothers and sisters to just wake the hell up. Just wake up, wake up. This man here have the nerve to sit here and explaining, nigger-splaining for master. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Okay? That's what he's doing. These brothers don't have the warrior spirit like our forefathers. They have completely lost that warrior spirit. The Jamaican brothers. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. If they're not bleaching out there in Jamaica, they're suffering from the Stockholm syndrome, man. Okay. So now this brother here and his family, you know, he migrated to England and he got himself a couple of breadcrumbs. Okay, mastered and threw him a couple of bones underneath the table, and so now he has to defend master. Okay, so that you know, let's go back here for a second. Let me go back here for a second. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Because he's not the only one. He's not the only one. Whoopi Goldberg. What is she? Is she a man? Is she a woman? Is she a drag queen? I'm sorry. I just really got to ask. You know, I don't really know much about that lady or guy or shim or he or her. I don't know much about Whoopi. Is it a man or a woman or a drag or a crossover? What? And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I don't want, you know, to don't come for me. I'm not trying to be funny. What was she born a man? What's the deal? What's the deal? I believe at some point she was married to a couple of white dudes. Okay. I've never seen her or heard of her being with a black guy. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, hey, prove me wrong. I don't know much about her. I haven't done any research on her, but I did see where she was married to some white dudes or something. Don't know if she have any kids. Maybe she do, maybe she don't. But I'm just trying to figure out, was she born a man or is she a trans? What is she? I can't figure it out. I don't see much of a female characteristic, physical characteristic. I just don't see it, and I'm trying to figure it out. But anyway, she had no problem either with you know what white supremacy Liam Neeson had to say. Let me see what she had to say here quickly. And we're not even going to get into that Michelle Rodriguez, that half-breed. I don't even know what she is. White Mexican or white Puerto Rican or whatever she is. Okay, we're not even gonna go there with her. But yeah, so Whoopi Goldberg pretty much say no, he's not a bigot. No, he's not. So that's it. That's pretty much what she says. And we all know a lot of our other bootlickers. We all know what they say. So these are the people in our society, black folks in our society, that we have to call them out. We have to call them out when we just cannot sit back and just first of all, this dude right here call himself a Jamaican, and I'm ashamed. I'd rather he not say he's Jamaican. I'm ashamed. So when I see stuff like this, I'm embarrassed. This is embarrassing to me. This is embarrassing to me as a Jamaican person. And so I cannot just sit back and act like this shit is cool, because it's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. for our people in the Caribbean to be we got to do something about our people suffering from the Stockholm syndrome, man. I don't know. You guys need a cleanse or a detox or something. I don't know. But this coonery has got to stop. And let me say this. Being married to Becky, being married to a white person, that's not going to get you away from racism. Just because you defend them and you marry them and you have some jacket with them, you know, some fake white babies, because we know these are not his children. Where is it? These are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is something else I want to say. You know, a lot of you brothers are raising children that's not yours. A lot of you brothers out there are raising someone else's children. Okay, especially when you go with these Beckys right here, because Becky ain't stupid. Becky will mess with you if you got a little money. Okay, and this brother have a little change in his pocket. Okay, Becky will mess with you, but a lot of times she probably will have a baby with a white dude on the low and claim that you're the daddy. Okay, because she knows she gonna leave you one day. She ain't staying with you. All right. And she don't want her offspring, you know, she you know, listen, let me, hey, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope these are his kids, but there's no way in hell I'm going to believe that these two little pale babies here are this brother's children. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Get out of here with that. This is such a joke. That's a joke. Anyway. Let me get back to the screen. Let me get back to my screen here. Let me get back to my screen. All right, I'm not going to make this longer. I'm not going to make this longer. So, you know, the reason I want to make this video is, you know, I just want to say, I just want to ask what happened to the warrior spirit from our brothers in the Caribbean. You know, Jamaican men used to be warriors back in the days, man, and the woman too. Okay, but the men, and this is just in my book, the man is supposed to be the leader in the home, the leader in the community. Okay, and they lead and the women follow. All right, and so now what we have is a bunch of weak men. And so the women are out of control. The women are all out of control because the men don't know how to lead anymore. We have no Marcus Garvey spirit. Okay, our brothers have no Marcus Garvey spirit. Our brothers have no Paul Bogle and Sam Sharp spirit. Our sisters have no Nanny of the Maroon spirit. We've become a nation, an island of bootlickers and buck dancers and coons just running around with a whole bunch of raccoonery, acting a goddamn fool. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And this is why I don't, you know, I used to be on a lot of Jamaican page on Facebook. I have completely deleted myself from those pages because it's so embarrassing. Everybody's a coon now. Everybody's a coon. We all support homosexuality and the white people are our families, and you know, we're all one human race and blah, 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 and they can do no wrong. White folks can do no wrong as far as Jamaican black folks are concerned. They can do no wrong. I'm sick and tired of the coonery coming from my fellow yachties. I'm sick and tired of it. Okay, and we got to do something to get rid of the Stockholm syndrome that our people are suffering from. We got to do something, man. I don't know. I got to figure something out. But majority of Jamaican folks are suffering from the Stockholm syndrome. Really, really and truly, really and truly. But anyway, guys, I'm not gonna keep you guys long. Thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I just wanted to come on here real quick and just for those of you who know who that guy is, who watch ESPN and whatever Super Sport or whatever he's on, you just watch him buck dancing and pretty much he's ready to pounce on you if you ever disrespect master. That's the type of house Negro just like, you know, Sam Jackson played that character so well in that movie, and we laugh and we thought it was funny, and you know, everything was good with the movie. But what we don't understand is there are a lot of that character in real life. There are a lot of that character in real life in our community walking among us. There are a lot of Negroes who will kill you for their master. They will throw you under the goddamn train track for their masters. Okay? They will defend master to the end. And we cannot have those people among us. We cannot. We have to call them out when we see them. We have to. We can't. If you don't have the Marcus Garvey and the Paul Bogle and the Nanny of the Maroon Spirit, we're gonna call you out. We're gonna call you out. And we gotta weed your behind out. We gotta weed you out, man. We don't want you among us. Stay over there with Becky and your fake babies. Stay over there with your jacket them, brethren. Okay, with your damn jacket them. Stay over there so with them. Okay, we don't want you over here. Okay, with your little fake ass pale babies. Okay, because we know that ain't your baby. You take a DNA test, buddy. Take John Barnes. Take a DNA test. You better go take a DNA test. All right. With all them, that brother have 7 babies, and you need to go get yourself a DNA test, John Barnes. Okay. Hello. Okay. All right. See you guys later. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, guys. All right. See you guys later. Bye.